have sometimes a lot to show. You don't have the same kind of portfolio as if you were a designer or somebody who works in craft or something else, products. And sometimes when you leave a job or a project, it's easy to forget all the good things that happened, all the things that went well. And so when you receive a bunch of glowing recommendations, it's not just great for your website and your CV, it's also good ego boost for you. So I totally recommend, I'm sure you're all doing this already, it's a good reminder, to always ask for recommendations every time you finish or complete a job, or every time you meet people as well, just to collect them in your LinkedIn or Facebook even. It's definitely good to get good ego boost every so often as a freelancer. Well, I'll come back to that again. It's so funny, isn't it? Because I've been working for so long. I haven't actually stood at this stage before, and it's just hilarious that I'm just here. Anyway, right. Of course, when you contact people for a recommendation, it reminds them that you exist and that you're still freelancing and that you've got skills. Sometimes, and I work with a lot of freelancers, they sit around going, oh, that so-and-so has contacted me and they gave that job to someone else. I'm like, well, when did they last hear from you? And when did they? You can't expect people, when they're busy in their roles, to always have you at the forefront of their mind, but they will if you're always in their face. So, even though you might hate it, keep your website up to date, shout about every success. People think I'm really busy all the time, it's just because I keep talking about it. And shout about every success, every project, every speaking gig, every fun thing that you're doing on social media. So, remind people you exist, email people often, make friends with them. YSUS is always good with that, with their socials and all of that. And I get this quite a lot, I don't hear from maybe a developer for years, and then he'll contact me when he's looking for work. And it's just, yeah, it doesn't make me warm to him particularly. Don't email them when you're just looking for work. Make time to genuinely listen to others about what they need, not just about what you want. I've literally added loads of different offerings to my loads of different offerings because they're listening to what people actually really need in their businesses or in their added packages to what I do. The whole point of working for yourself is to do what. The whole point of working for yourself is to do work that you love. Otherwise, you might as well just be working for someone else. I'd suggest regularly auditing all the clients that you're working with and all the time that you're spending on projects. Work out how much money it's making you, how much time it's taking up, and how much you're actually enjoying it. I did this recently, let go of a few things because it just wasn't fulfilling all that criteria. It's worth working out what your core values are as well, you know, or your mission for your business, and check against this mission for each new project and client. Because when you're having to work hard for something, you know, you might as well have a bit of passion for it. Does it fit in with your core values? It's not always possible to do that, but I would suggest that's something that you bear in mind. And pricing. You can research all your competition and work out how much they're all charging. I would just say pick a number for your day rate. Pick a number that feels right for you. Because let's face it, you're going to be really annoyed when somebody else that's got less experience than you and less, younger than you maybe, who is charging double or quadruple than you are. This has happened to me before, and I thought, well, actually, review your day rate every year, maybe even every 6 months. Keep your accounts, obviously, that's something practical, you know, I'm sure you're all doing your accounts, but also set a target for yourself each month. It's really hard to stay motivated when you're working by yourself. I now set a target, like salespeople do, for what I want to achieve every month. Because the month goes by really fast, and if you don't know what you're aiming for the whole year of what you want to achieve, how much money you want to attract, then how can you work backwards from that to know how many clients or how many jobs or how many days a week you want to be working in order to achieve that goal? It really helps spur you on. I also keep a list of goals that I want to achieve per month. For example, contact 5 new companies, or go to 3 new networking groups, or revamp my website. So then you've got a sense of satisfaction for what you've achieved. So as I said at the beginning, if you don't want to work with annoying people anymore, and that's why you want to freelance, it's really hard work to be the person that's like always going out being the salesperson, being the marketer, being the project manager, being your own cheerleader. So, getting a mentor, I'll do that. Choose a mentor that's achieved similar to what you want. You do that with a fitness coach, and you say, somebody who's looks like they know what they're doing. No point in going with someone who doesn't share or understand your vision. And get out and network to every kind of event. Sometimes going to an event that you wouldn't normally hang out with. Like if you hang out with other developers or other freelancers, I'm sure the farm is really fun to go to. I've never been actually. But if you hang out with other freelancers, then you're working with another group of people at a completely different event. It would be interesting to find out. It feels like every time I go to any networking thing, I make some sort of interesting connection, whether that turns into work or not. It's always good in a small town to get out and network to different kinds of events. But work on your elevator pitch. The amount of times that I say to people at events, and what is it that you do? What do you do? They put a face and they're like, oh, I'm not sure. No, I do loads of different things. And I know I do this as well. I've done that. I do loads of things, and I'm doing this, and I'm not sure about this. You just need to get it down. What is it you do? What you're doing at the moment? What you offer people is what people want to hear when They don't want to hear that you're having a really shit time at this particular moment. They want to hear what you're doing, and they want people to be positive. They want people to be easy. Freelancers to be easy. That was my get out more. Also, find at least 2 trusted friends who are doing something similar to you, like they're running their own businesses or they're doing their own freelance gig, who you can meet regularly for support and accountability for your monthly goals. It's really important because you're working on your own a lot of the time. I'm sure some of you work with other people, but it can sometimes feel like competition, but it's about getting that support. I'm sure a lot of this you already know. It's just a reminder, really. I wasn't going to stand up here and talk about accounting or something, I don't know, how to find an accountant. What was the other thing? Okay, give back. Okay, so I run She's Is Bright, and I started it because I wanted a group of women to hang out with who worked in project management and were digital at least. And you're an expert in your field. You set up as a freelancer because you know stuff that people want to hire you for. So remember, if you're an expert in your field, do some free stuff, get out more to groups and do some public speaking, or if you're a coder, go and mentor at Code Bar, do something similar, because it keeps you buoyant when you're having to be, instead of relentlessly trying to look for work all the time. And respond promptly. This is something that I find is just a basic thing. If you're doing great work, that's fantastic, you're going to get repeat business, but if I don't hear back from you as a client, I will give the work to someone else. And that's so key. And I just don't understand why, even now, I'm getting frustrated, I'm waiting for somebody to get back to me for something. It's like, I don't know whether you're working, or you're on holiday, or if you've even got my email. So somebody else responded really quickly with I'll get back to you when I'm at my desk, and it was just made such a difference. And if you've been in Brighton for a long time, I have now a list of people that I draw on all the time, and new people I add to that all the time, for all different kinds of things. But people come to me for recommendations, and if I have an influence on people, if they're not prompt, it's like it goes to the bottom of the park. Anyway, you know this already, but I'm just reminding you. And enjoy the downtime. People, when you first start, and it took me years to get to have an understanding of this. There's always work. It's about keeping yourself buoyant and not going into a project or a situation out of desperation, out of worry that you're not going to be able to make the bills. There is always going to be a project that's going to keep you busy. I know this from experience. You will always be busy. If you're good at what you do, you will always have work. So in the meantime, go and enjoy yourself, go and enjoy your life, go and do the stuff that, the reasons why you started to be a freelancer was to have more time and more freedom, I'm assuming, or to spend more time with your families, or to spend more time doing the work that you really want to be doing, and going back to the passion about why you're running a business. Because freelancing, I think sometimes people think it will be easier or more flexible, but actually you work a hell of a lot more than other people who have a 9-to-5 job. You just do, because you love what you do. So enjoy the time when you may have a bit of quiet time. Enjoy it. Anyway, that's me. Thank you. Discussion now.
Yeah, so often when we run these sessions, we found the real value comes out of the questions and answers and the audience. And as Rita said, kind of everyone here's a freelancer and has their own takes and perspectives. So alongside kind of just asking you questions, I also encourage the rest of the group to kind of offer up their own advice and perspectives as well. So I guess to kick things off, does anyone feel brave enough to ask the first question?
That's a form of interest.